A reading from Luke chapter 12, beginning at verse 13. Someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." But he said to him, "Man, who made me a judge or arbitrator over you?" And he said to them, "Take care and be on your guard against all covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions." And he told them a parable, saying, "The land of a rich man produced plentifully, and he thought to himself, 'What shall I do? For I have nowhere to store my crops.' And he said, 'I will do this. I will tear down my barns and build larger ones, and there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, be merry.' But God said to him, 'Fool, this night your soul is required of you, and the things you've prepared, whose will they be?' So is the one who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God." In recent years, in recent decades, I suppose, we've seen a number of new festivals added to the annual calendar of our nation and, to be frank, all nations. So it is, we now have Black Friday, which is very much celebrated across the West. A chance to consume, a chance to buy things, a chance for companies to sell off stuff they couldn't sell through the rest of the year at discounts. Boxing Day, of course, has long been a shopping day, a day for the Boxing Day bargains. Amazon Prime, the online giant, wants to get some of the cake too, so we have Prime Day here and there. And all of this is to convince us to consume. And all of this relies on the fact that we think that if we buy things, that we may be happier, that the stuff that we own will bring us some sense of happiness. And this, of course, lies at the heart of Jesus' teaching here. He's teaching here that, in fact, our goods don't really bring us any particular happiness. And not only that, because our goods eventually will break or waste away or will simply fade, well, they're of no eternal value. And the old saying goes, you can't take it with you. But it's true, you can't. And rather than investing in stuff that we don't really want, is it not better, Jesus is saying here, to invest in heaven? Invest, in other words, in the things that endure forever, rather than investing in things which will, frankly, fade and go. And this is a challenging thing. We live in a consumer society. We are bombarded with adverts. But perhaps we need to train ourselves to think that actually that kind of response that is, well, if I have that, I'll be happy, means that we're placing our trust in that good or in that product or in that service rather than placing our trust in God. Are these, therefore, not really the idols of our age? So Jesus' teaching here is timely to us, particularly in this day and age. It is only in God that we can find a lasting satisfaction. It is only in God that we can find any solutions, really, to any of our problems. So every time you feel drawn to buy something thinking, this will make me happy, this will do it, perhaps you might instead pause and pray. Pray about the thing which is making you think that this will make you happy. Pray about whatever circumstances you may be facing that lead you to believe that that is a solution. Because after all, the more we pray and the more we place our worries into God's hands, not only will we be happier, but also we will have built and will have placed our trust in something that is eternal and lasts throughout all seasons. Paul famously writes that the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. And Jesus himself teaches that we can't serve both God and money. So there's a consistent line throughout the Bible which says to us, place not your trust in things temporal, but rather place your trust in things eternal. So get on your knees, pray, and place all your trust in God, and then you'll have something which endures.